Third grade Module 2, Researching to Build Knowledge and Teach Others, Adaptation, and the Wide World of Frogs. In this module, students hop into the exciting and sometimes freaky world of frogs. This module works on reading and writing skills, as well as research, and even allows for students to get creative in a few different ways. Let's leap in to see what your child will be discovering in class. How does an author engage a reader in a narrative? How do experts build knowledge and share expertise about a topic? How do frogs survive? Students will learn an effective narrative includes a beginning that sets the scene, a middle with a problem and character response, and an ending that resolves the issue. They will also learn that experts gain knowledge by studying a topic deeply and share it through writing and speaking. They discover that frogs have special adaptations that help them survive in different environments. In this module, students will develop literacy skills to become experts by reading, writing, listening, and speaking about frogs. They will start in Unit 1 by reading poetry and pourquoi tales to generate why questions, then write their own fictional pourquoi narratives. In Unit 2, they will research real answers to their frog questions and write informative paragraphs. In Unit 3, students will work in groups to study freaky frogs with unique adaptations, improving their research, writing, and collaboration skills. They will showcase their expertise through a freaky frog book and trading card to share with younger students. Some of the assessments and performance tasks your child will complete throughout this module include reading and answering questions about poetry and pourquoi tales and writing their own, reading and researching about reptiles and amphibians, writing an informative paragraph about poison dart frogs and their adaptations, and creating an informative essay and compiling it into a book with a frog trading card. How does an author engage a reader in a narrative? Let's hop in to find out. In Unit 1, students explore frogs through engaging poems and why questions that spark curiosity. These questions guide both narrative and informational writing throughout the module. Students read poems and pourquoi tales, focusing on vocabulary, structure, and reading fluency, then collaborate to draft a class pourquoi tale. In the second half, they write their own pourquoi stories, developing narrative elements and refining word choice. Assessments include reading new text and writing original pourquoi tales. The unit concludes with a frog festival, showcasing their published stories. In Unit 2, students focus on building their ability to read and understand informational text while deepening their knowledge of frogs. They begin by closely reading excerpts from Everything You Need to Know About Frogs and Other Slippery Creatures, and use the information to answer the why questions generated in Unit 1. For a mid-unit assessment, students read a new text about reptiles and amphibians, gathering information to answer a research question. In the second half of the unit, they continue studying the same central text and learn about 3 freaky frogs with unique adaptations based on their habitats: the glass frog, the Amazon horned frog, and the water-holding frog. Students use this knowledge to write an informative paragraph about how a frog's environment affects its appearance and behavior. The unit concludes with an assessment where students read about the poison dart frog, gather information to answer a research question, and write an informative paragraph in response. Wrapping it up in Unit 3, students apply research skills from the previous unit to write an essay about a freaky frog of their choice. They begin by selecting a frog to study and gathering information from informational text about its unique adaptations. Building on their knowledge of informational writing, students plan and draft an essay, exploring how essays are more complex than paragraphs. For the mid-unit assessment, students draft the second proof paragraph of their essay, then refine their writing through mini lessons and peer critique. In the end-of-unit assessment, students revise their essays based on feedback and compile their work into a final performance task, a book about freaky frogs. Here are some ways to keep the learning alive at home and reinforce all we are practicing in class. Play the why game at home with your child and other members of your family. You or your child can generate why questions about the natural world, like why is the grass green? Or why do spiders have 8 legs? Have fun coming up with creative answers to the questions, just like traditional Pourquoi tales do. Be creative and pull out any art supplies you may have to make frog art with your child. Try to draw or create images from memory, recreating pictures you have seen of frogs, or even just from your own imagination. Use this fun time to have discussions with your child about all they've learned about frogs and some of their adaptations. Read books and sing songs about frogs. Here are some great recommendations to look for the next time you are at your public library. Frogs by Laura Driscoll. Stink and the Freaky Frog Freakout by Megan McDonald. Face to Face with Frogs by Mark Moffat. So Cool, Frogs by Crispin Boyer. Life According to Og the Frog by Betty G. Burney. And A Place for Frogs by Melissa Stewart. We're thrilled to start this unit with your child. We recognize the importance of support and engagement both at school and at home, and we're excited for the partnership between home and school. Thank you for your dedication to extending learning at home, and we look forward to all that's ahead.